Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays 20XX. So, what is 20XX? Well, it's actually a platformer that, if you can't tell by the art style and also the homage in the intro, a game very much like Mega Man. Now, I know that's not usual par for my course here on my channel, since I do strategy mostly. However, this isn't just a platformer, it is also a roguelite. And given that way back when I did, what the heck was it? Rogue Legacy. I did a Pinstar play of Rogue Legacies, and you guys seem to like it pretty well. So you know what? Darn it, we're doing a Pinstar Plays of 20XX. Let's start a new game. Yeah, I was in the middle of a run, but let's start fresh. Now, there are two characters that you can play as. You can play as Nina, who is the sort of the Mega Man-esque character, or as I would like to call her, Mega Mam. But you've also got Ace, who's the male character, who has melee attacks primarily, whereas she has guns. Now, part of the thing that you do is each run you collect these things called soul chips, and these unlock different things that can appear either as permanent buffs or as things that can appear in the runs. So, and I've played through this a fair amount, so I've unlocked a few bits of bonuses here, as you can see on here. By the way, you can turn these off if you want, but you know what? I like my bonuses. I am not a platforming expert. So let's take a look here. Let's see. We could do 12, and then we'll pick up the. So these not only do we get to start our next run with these two items, but they will in the future be an available item that can spawn in loot boxes. You also got challenges, multiplayer, daily runs, but you know what? Let's just play a normal game here. 3 different difficulty levels. I've been playing on normal. I have not beaten the game yet on normal, but I like normal. It makes it a true roguelite, i.e. permadeath. You know, once you get your stuff started here, then once you die, you gotta go. Alright, speaking of gotta go, alright, so this is one of my upgrades. I can change my attack vector here, and I like the split beam here. Now, what stage you start on is random. Also, you can do wall slides. Oop. Ow. First, at just the wrong height. Okay, then. And 1 soul chip. Thank you, game. I didn't catch which boss this one is. A little health, a little of that. I'll work. Those little things are, well, essentially... Oh, this looks like a challenge. Usually they have little side paths, and if you could do the challenge, you get bonuses, like chests and other goodies. So they're little optional, difficult areas that are slightly more difficult than the stage itself, usually. Like up here, this looks like another side area. Ooh, gold chest. What do you got for me? Ooh, tax strength. So these are permanent upgrades to this run. Obviously, once you start your run over, you don't have those upgrades anymore. Now, keep in mind, this is just the very first stage. The stages are procedurally generated, but being that it is the first stage, the procedural generation knows to generate an easy stage. So the platforming isn't too hard. Ow! Enemies aren't too hard. Oh yeah, no instant death on that. It just sends you back and costs you 1 health. Also, you can do little jumps like that. Yeah, I'm not getting that health. You got these little platforms here. Come on, you. Thank you. Whoop! I'm getting a little frame rate issues here, but I normally don't with this game. I think it's because I'm recording at the same time. So if you see any slowdowns in the video, that's not a flaw in the game. Ooh. Vulnerable time later, and... Oh! I can turn my hit points into money? That's not a very good exchange rate. I haven't seen that machine period. Okay, here, the Rollster Beta. So here's our first boss. And again, the boss fights are tuned to which order of the stage. So this is our first stage, so the boss is going to be more difficult. Watch out for these little spinny things here. Ow. And then when he does that... And... Oh wow, he doesn't even split on this one. Normally on later stages, he will split into two guys that you have to fight off. But here, he just died. He didn't even bother splitting. So yeah, they tone the difficulty on the first stage way down. Also, if you look in the lower right-hand corner, or lower left-hand corner rather, you can see that time, 1 minute 26. Each stage gives you a time limit, and if you can beat the whole stage, including the boss, in that time limit, you get that speed bonus gift. Now here you can pick up the boss's power, Mega Man style, or you can just get some random augments. However, I'm going to take the Boomerang Blade. I like taking boss powers. That's our Boomerang Blade there. And we get the Mega Nut, 25 nuts, and 1 soul chip. You can get up to 5 per pickup there, but yeah. And now we get to choose which stage we want next. Now there are 8 main stages in general, and then there's 2 final stages afterwards that are always fixed. But the order of the bosses that you do the main stages are somewhat up to you. Like, you don't get to pick from all 8, but you do get to pick which stage you want. Now, I happen to know, just like in Mega Man, each boss has a weakness to some other boss's power. And I happen to know that Death Lotus here is weak to this boomerang that we just picked up. So we'll take on Death Lotus since we've got its weakness here. Now this stage is going to be, categorically speaking, a little bit harder than. Oh, you see that little cat thing there? Yeah, the cat just gave me, there's my full 5 soul chips. The cat is sort of like Rush in this game. It's a little helper bot that will show up on occasion. Alright, this guy's a little bit higher level of a... I need to avoid these seeker... Ow! Hard to avoid those. Oh yeah, that's energy. Whenever you use a power... Like if I were to use that, that lowers my energy. But then I can pick up more things. So you can't just spam your powers, but they are a shared resource rather than each power having its own thing. Hang on, did I miss something back here? I might have. Nope, I didn't. Oh yeah, these tiles up here let you walk on the ceiling. You always got to keep an eye out for possible side areas where you can pick up some extra loot. Yep. Okay, I could just go over the top then. See if I can vault this. Ugh. Ow. No, I can't. Whoop. Alright, and this stage's claim to fame is falling platforms. Yep. No! Alright, good. Yeah, this little headbutt thing, this headbutt drone is helping me out here. Little side area. A little extra health. Something else is up here. There's gotta be something. Because this is definitely a side area. And sometimes the side areas go way the heck out of here. Yes, gold chest! What did we get? Ooh, power enhancer. So now my special attacks do more damage. That'll be useful for the boss fight. Let's just ride this down. Whee! Woo! I can't go over the top. Gah! I was yapping. You can buy more health there, but the exchange rate's not that great. And we're at the boss with 1:45 to go. This little middle area has randomly generated things to help you out. And actually here, the price ratio is a little better. 2 bits for 1 health. So I'll top myself off. Death Lotus, the Prince of Petals. Alright, time to use your boomerang on this thing. He spawns ads here. Yeah, see that little exclamation point there? That means it's I missed him. But almost got him there. Yeah, these ads just keep piling up. Yeah, I'm not gonna get to him this time. There we go. Now the difference here, like in difficulty, remember how that first boss didn't split when he normally does? In this boss, if Death Lotus was the first boss I was fighting, those little flower ads that were spitting out stuff against me wouldn't have spawned either. It would have just been Death Lotus. But yeah, as you go on, the bosses get a little bit harder and harder and harder. All right, we got ourselves the Mortar, useful power all around. Get some soul chips, and let's see what we got. Well, the Mortar is not especially effective against any of these specific people. I think I'll go for the Perforator. The Agnosort stages, the lava-based ones here. I guess that's what one of those powers is. It just gives me nuts each stage. The Agnosort stages tend to be harder than most of the stages. Like, the bosses are fine, but the actual stages themselves tend to be a little bit gnarlier. So confronting them earlier in your run before their difficulty before their difficulty level ramps up too high is probably a good idea. Of course, there are bosses that get really, really nasty if you when you confront them later on. So it's kind of a balancing act of getting the bosses whose powers are useful in general, getting bosses whose powers are useful against specific other bosses, and getting bosses early before they or their stages get too hard. And of course, this is very much skill-based. This looks like secret area down here to me. Yes, it is. Ooh, potato battery. All right, more energy. I do want to pick up that. Oh, well, I'm full on energy anyway. Now you can use Gah. Got him. Bullseye midair. Yeah, this little headbutt thing's really useful. It's like a free melee attack, and I'm not controlling that. That's doing it on its own. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to take out these little fire spewers. You just gotta dodge them. Oh, you see that little blue aura behind me? That's when I'm doing a dash jump. You have the trick on this. Oh, it's just a thing. I'm not paying 3. What I do want to see is a store. That's where you actually spend these nuts generally. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. Let's use my power here. There we go. And now we don't have to land right in its face where it can shoot me. I'm getting oodles of cash here. I just need some place to spend it. Ow. Mr. Headbutt, you gonna... Thank you. Thank you. And this looks like another secret area. Because, yeah, these things are going way too fast. Whee! I think the not instant death when you fall in a pit is very healthy for a roguelike that has permadeath in it. Getting the timing here is tricky, but there's... God dang it! I don't want to sacrifice my speed bonus here. Glowy ones are the special ones that have soul chips. You get those about once a level. Alright, good. Get some HP back. I'll take it. Wow. Alright, maybe I could have gone for that. I still have 2.5 minutes left here. Ooh, and a star. Something I can finally maybe spend my money on. Ooh, okay, what do we got here? Grants immunity to knockback. The plumber hat, boosts jumping and plumbing abilities. Yeah, we got... Let's buy everything we can. And we'll top off our life while we're in. We still have plenty of cash. So yeah, we don't have this guy's weakness, but that's okay. We could probably just use the mortar, because he likes to stay in place anyway. Oop. Oop, now he's turned red. Gotcha! So yeah, he's not specifically weak to the mortar, but the mortar is certainly useful against him anyway. And Power Enhancer will make that mortar even stronger. Well, it makes all of your powers stronger. And now we get Vera. I think that's a Team Fortress 2 reference. Because it's a minigun. 4 soul chips. Alright, let's see who we got here. Alright, we've got Vile Visage here, who's weak against the mortar, and we've got Kerr here, who's weak against Vera. Now between the two, and then you got, now here's the tricky thing. These guys, the Astral Twins, they get really nasty later on. If you face them later on, their abilities get much more dangerous, and the fight itself gets a lot more difficult. That being said, I think I'm going to go Vile Visage here, because this guy's power is probably one of the most useful in the game. I'll show it off once we get it. Provided we don't die. Yep, Replicator. Oops. Yeah, now the stages are getting even higher. See all these icicles flying around? And the higher level enemies? Oop. And that is some energy. Take that to refill. Because, yeah, you don't heal up over in between levels. Now, the interesting thing about these icicle shooters is they don't hurt you when you touch them until they fire. Ow. Now, these things are an interesting beast. So, they will try to attach things to your head, which will then explode after a few seconds. But they can't hurt you in these little circles. Let's go with a mortar. That will help get him out of the way there. And if you blow them up before the thing explodes, you're fine. It's just a matter of getting them at a good angle. Alright, more energy. Excellent. I could use that. Hopefully I don't take a damage trying to get it. Or... yeah, and then, being that this is the ice level, there's lots and lots of slippery surfaces. Not these, but generally the blue ones. Interesting. Curious. Ah, it's a little side area. With a golden chest. I'll take it. Max HP. Not the strongest of, Oops. Ow. Okay, gotta watch out for these guys. And why you gotta... What? Oh, crap. Ah, it's the mine. Out! Alright, this is a mean meaty pants. You got icicles at the top, and this is what I'm talking about, the platforming becoming harder as the levels go on. Alright, good. Got him out of the way. Can I sneak down here and wall... Well, it was technically a net benefit there. I took 1 damage. 5 soul chips, excellent. And yay, split beam. I can just take him out at the angle. And again, yay, split beam. Now, it's not, the split beam is not explicitly stronger than the your default weapon, because your default weapon does more damage. Oop. Than the split beam. Oh, hello, kitty. Hey, a chest for me, thank you. And a whole bunch of other goodies. Ooh, a store. I'll take that. I got money to burn. We already have one of those. Oh, a murder drone, okay. Cores from different sets, yeah, so you can get set bonuses, but you can also, if you get, with that power, getting something from more than one different set will actually give you a bonus. So we actually want different sets out of this. Alright, I think we have to go down here. Okay, so the murder drone will shoot things for me, and the headbutt drone will melee things for me. So double drone here. Now, it doesn't do a whole ton of damage. Extra energy? Well, I haven't been using it. Alright, boss time with 1:46 to go. Well, oh, it's the same store. Each level has the thing, and I don't have any tokens to spin the wheel, so I think we'll be in good shape. Well, hi there! Yeah, this guy's weak against the mortar, because, well, he doesn't move, and he takes bonus damage from it. So this is more, obviously, hitting him is not the difficult part. We just gotta take out the ads. Alright, come on. Gotcha! And the thing... Ooh! Contractor Plus! Basically, +1 to all essential stats, which is awesome. And this is, yeah, the Force Nova. Not only does this damage enemies in my immediate radius, it also destroys projectiles, preventing them from hurting me. 25 knots. Alright, this is the money run here. Alright, I don't want to... the correct answer here would be Kerr, because I have his weakness. But then these guys are... I have a feeling those astral twins are probably going to be what kills me. I'll try not to make it the thing that kills me. Of course, the stage very well might kill me, because now we're getting really high into it, so the stages get even harder. Alright. Granted, it's usually not as bad as a high-level Agnesort level, which is precisely why I did Agnesort I've seen some videos of people like speed running this. That looks like a hidden area down there. Very safe labyrinth. I've never been to one of these. Become... Uh-oh. I have no violence in half. Oh god, damage enhanced for everyone. Oh, whoa. I have a... Whoa! Alright, I can suddenly jump really high. I have never encountered that thing before. I don't know if like it's a rare thing. Definitely doing more damage. Let's just... Oh boy. You don't look like you're going to be much fun to work with. Oh god. As you can see, the stages get gnarlier and gnarlier. Phew! Ooh, what is that? Oh, I already have that. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to do. So now that I have a few more things, we want to swap this out. I think I'm done with the boomerang blade, so I'm going to put that Force Nova in here. So in case we get surrounded by projectiles here. Oh boy. Ah! Lightning guy. Not fun. Oh god. Sentient lightning guy. Extra not fun. Yeah, I'm sure there are secret areas. I just want to get to the boss before I die. And of course there's not a healing machine, there's a hurting machine. I'm not using the hurting machine. Ooh! Oh god. Even more jump height. I'll take Heart Converter. Charge time reduced. I haven't been charging, but since I have that multiple... See, now I have a yellow chest plate and an a red arm cannon here, which allows me to do my charged attacks. Did I mention you can do charged attacks? You can do charged attacks. I don't do them that often because I haven't built up the habit for it. Alright, this guy's weakness is Vera, the machine gun here. But it's not so much that you just fire it at him, you'll see how the weakness works. You use the gun, it turns his massive bullets against him. And it makes this whole boss fight kind of inconsequential. It becomes stupidly easy. And this is one of the harder bosses without Vera. Oh god, look at that jump height. That's insanity. Yeah, we'll take it. 5 soul chips. Alright, we're down to, I think, the last 3 here. And I still don't have, the sad part is I still don't have the weakness for the twin guys. The twin guys' weakness is the penguin's power. I do have the thing for the penguin, but I also yeah, you know what? Let's go for Shatterbeak, because then we can pick up his power, take out the twin astrals, maybe. Because we just picked up the weakness to Shatterbeak. Oh yeah, this higher level guy. Ow. Enough of that. Kitty, what you got for me? Ooh, you got lots of goodies for me. Woo! Is there something down there? It looks like there's something down there. Or is there something up here? I don't know what direction to go. And we're back into the money. Yeah. Well, that wasn't very nice. And now we're getting to the floor optional stages. Ow. Oh, thank you for letting me land on it. Hey, it's our first glory zone. Like, I literally haven't encountered these. So these are special challenges that reward you with a gold chest if you succeed. So here... and we get caught. And killed! Well, poop! Dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, we still had a pretty darn good run. Slain by the failed flock. I didn't realize that's what what they were called. There's all the stuff I collected. Yeah, they always berate you every time you lose. But now, having done that, we collected throughout that run 40 soul chips. Oh, and hey, I can unlock a core drop. Boom! So now when I start my runs, I will get a core upgrade to start off with. That makes things a little bit easier. It definitely helps as these upgrades get unlocked and what have you. So that, my friends, is 20XX. I hope you guys liked it. So if you like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.